What's going on, guys? Psycho Killer here, and welcome back. There's a lot of speculation going around about what to expect in the GTA Online and Red Dead Online summer updates this month. A lot of people are saying that the GTA Online update is going to be outlaws and imports. They're saying that the Red Dead Online update is going to have heists. But what is actually coming? What can we really expect? All the clickbaiters out there want you to believe that they know what's coming. This ain't clickbait. And I don't know for sure what's coming. But I've gotten pretty good at deciphering the hints that Rockstar has given us. So we're going to take a look at Rockstar's newswires and what they have said about the coming updates in both games and what we can gather from it to know as fact. And then we'll talk about what we would like to see that also fits in those lines. I will tell you for sure what is speculation so that you don't take my words as fact when it's not. But without wasting any more time, let's actually get into the video.
Oh shit, here we go again.
So the very first bit of news we got was on May 18th this year. Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Online are getting updates this summer. It says details on new updates to GTA Online and Red Dead Online, plus Grand Theft Auto 5 coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S on November 11th, and more. An assortment of new updates to both Grand Theft Auto Online and Red Dead Online are on the way throughout the May and the summer months, bringing some of the most frequently fan-requested additions to each game, along with a host of new items, quality of life updates, and much more. So that alone right there tells us we are getting summer updates, which we already know. There's no fake news with that. We already know we are getting summer updates. And it says that there's an assortment, so it's going to come in groups. I don't believe there is going to be any more drip feed that we haven't already got prior to the updates, unless they drop survivals for GTA Online before the actual update. I believe that the assortment is referring to the fact that we got horse races in Red Dead Online, we got the deadline missions and the stunt races prior to the update, and I think we might get the survival maps as well prior to the update. That is speculation. Moving further into that same article, in Los Santos, car culture is back on the streets in a big way, with new opportunities for fans of performance and customization upgrades to get together with like-minded gearheads to test and show off their rides, free from interference from authorities and other troublemakers. The renewed interest is bringing a new underground car meet to the area, along with new additions to the local racing scene, and demand for stolen vehicles has never been higher. That's telling us right there something that everybody else is saying as well. We are getting some sort of area in which we can have car shows without worrying about cops or other players. I don't know if this is going to come in the form of lobbies or in a form of an area of the map. Currently, one of the areas, the best areas that you can use to avoid cops when having a car show, and a lot of times it does away with other troublemakers, as Rockstar likes to call them, is the parking garage at the casino. However, the lighting's not great there. It's just not the best place for a car show in general. It's just the best place we have currently. I believe, speculation, we're going to get an area of the map. I don't think it's going to be lobbies. I think we're going to have an area of the map dedicated for car shows. Moving further, expect high stakes and high action as crews hit the streets to get hold of the latest vehicles on the hot list, challenging each other in new race types, or take part in a series of multi-part robbery missions where a precisely modified getaway vehicle will be your best weapon, all later this summer. So, new race types. So we're going to have new race types that aren't what we already have. We have, motorcycle, sports, coupe, super, off-road, we all know at this point what we have. What I would expect we're going to get, and this is also speculation, and I'm going to get in line with the rest of the community on this. I do think we are going to have a tuner class. I hope so. All the news we have so far on the GTA portion of these updates just screams the Fast and the Furious. And it's a good timing with it as well, because the Fast and the Furious 9 just came out in theaters. I haven't seen it yet. Do not spoil it for me in the comments down below, please. But the whole thing just screams Fast and the Furious to me. I think It's going to be like the Los Santos Summer Special on steroids. I think the customization is going to be better. I think the cars are going to be better. And I think it's going to center around imports. It just makes sense for it to be tuners. We have been demanding a tuner class for a long time. So many of us that are in my age range, such as Rufus the Red, JK Gamers, Tylarius, you know, we all grew up watching the Fast and the Furious from the time we were kids. And it was just huge for us. And we watched it shape the car culture in America in a huge way. Import tuners were already huge in Europe and in Asia. But after the drop of the first Fast and the Furious movies, everybody in America that had a driver's license under the age of 21 wanted that Honda Civic hatchback. They all wanted the Honda S2000. They wanted the Celicas and the Supras. We wanted the Eclipses. We wanted the Spiders. We wanted those cars that we seen in those movies. And not only did we want the cars, we wanted them to sound, look, feel just like them. We wanted liveries. And it was a huge thing. And to this day, the tuner culture is still huge in America. And I think that the demands that we've been making to have these tuner cars will actually be answered this time. I think we're going to get more tuner cars. I think we're going to have a tuner class. Again, this is speculation. But they said they were giving some of the most frequently fan-requested items out. Fan-requested content out. And this is, to my knowledge, one of the most demanded fan-requested contents. The only thing I think that was demanded more was solo heists, and we got that. Moving on. To help gear up for GTA Online Summer Update, 8 new stunt races are right around the corner, coming to GTA Online Stunt Series May 27th. These new tracks will introduce an array of white-knuckle thrills for stunt racers and an assortment of vehicle classes. We already got those, and in my humble opinion, I think those stunt races were great. I've never been a huge stunt race person, just because, I mean, they get redundant and they get boring. These ones are just, they're good. And depending on who's racing with you, I mean, it's an ever-changing environment. So I think they hit the nail on the head with the new stunt races. And going forward with stunt races, I would like to see them all like this. There's more obstacles, more ways to have fun with it. I just think the new stunt races are good. And if they continue on with the summer updates to be like these ones, I have not yet tried the deadline, so I can't really say whether that matches up to it or not. But from what I heard, the new deadline maps are pretty good too. So if they continue on and the route they're going with the summer update, I think we will enjoy it, even though I don't believe it's going to be a large update. History shows that Red Dead Online has their big updates in the summer, with a small update in the winter, while Grand Theft Auto Online has their big updates around Christmas time, with a small update in the summer. I do not see Rockstar moving away from this, because it's just not something they do. They pick a groove and they stay in their lane. Shortly thereafter, fans of the futuristic Deadline mode will get 7 new arenas in which to obliterate opponents with their Shitaro bikes, explosive light trail. If eradicating waves of arm resistance is your appetite, survival mode will also expand to new locations throughout Los Santos and Blaine County. Now, as far as the survivals go, I mean, in my opinion, there's really not any way to make it better other than to give us new places to do it. I love survivals. Survivals are one of the best ways in a game to just farm XP if you're low level. I love survivals. I know I said that. I'll say it again. I love survivals. And to add new maps to it would just be pretty cool, you know? Find new places to hide and camp down and wait for the waves to come through, whether you're on your own or with your friends. Moving into Red Dead Online, and this is where we have the most amount of information. Next week, Red Dead Online delivers 8 new races spanning iconic locations across the 5 states, from the arid frontier outpost of Gaptooth Breach to the mining town of Annesburg and the swamps of LaGras. Show your proficiency on horseback in all forms of equine competition with new standard races, along with new open races, where it's up to you to determine the best path to ride through all the signifiers on a given course. Or try your hand at a new target in open races, where the aim is to take out target checkpoints with your trusty bow and arrow while on horseback. All these new races will be available to all Red Dead Online players May 25th. We already got the horse races, and it's been said by many Red Dead Online YouTubers, as well as myself, they're talking about frequently fan-requested content, and this is not frequently fan-requested content. I know absolutely 0 people, and I know a lot of people in the community, 0 people have asked for new horse race maps. Nobody really does the horse races. Only PvP Cat and Austin BMX have both done surveys on their community tabs, and the surveys are all showing that nobody really does the horse races. So, for frequently fan requested content, I believe that's going to come in the update itself. Red Dead Online Summer Update will add a diverse array of new missions across the world for those looking to step into the criminal underworld. That right there screams out Stranger Missions. And the first few times I read this, I'm like, man, everything's just going to be Stranger Missions. It's just going to be Stranger Missions. But as we look into the next sentence, down in Saint Denis, Angelo Bronte's trusted lieutenant, Guido Martelli, is working to create his own criminal network. So whether it's intimidation, unsavory crimes, or larger high-stakes robberies, riders best be willing to do whatever it takes to earn their blood money. After I read through that a few times, I started to think that the new missions across the world for those looking to step into the criminal underworld is a completely separate thing than Guido Martelli. I think that, and this is speculation of course, that the new diverse array of missions across the map are going to be new Stranger missions. And I believe they're all going to be dishonorable. I mean, the sentence says it right there. We're getting new Stranger missions, whether they come in the form of Stranger missions or not. They're going to be similar to Stranger missions, and they're dishonorable. Criminal Underworld. The Angelo Bronte's lieutenant part with Guido Martelli is something completely different. And I am speculating something that I already kind of was thinking or hoping for, but to find out that other people are thinking this as well. In particular, Friday in the Rockcast by Rufus the Red, that mullet guy and them guys, they said the same thing that I was already thinking, and I feel a little bit more comfortable saying it in public. I believe that the Guido Martelli part is going to be extremely similar to the Lester Crest, Agent 47, and Trevor Phillips parts of Grand Theft Auto Online. That first group of heists that we got in Grand Theft Auto Online, where they were low paying but high paying for us at the time, kind of a storyline to it, with the big heist being the finale. I honestly think that's what we're looking at with Guido Martelli. I don't think it's going to be something as huge as robbing banks. I mean, we already have done that in a sense when we robbed the big bank in Saint Denis, and we didn't get much out of it. So I just don't see it paying out any more than the Saint Denis bank payout in the story missions. But I do believe we're going to be robbing homesteads, as it says, as well as trains, stagecoaches, and maybe even robbing a bank or a post office for bearer bonds or something of the sort. I do believe that this will be a story type setting with a higher but not huge payout. Just a couple weeks ago when the collectibles were on sale, they did give us a little bit further information as to what the next update's going to look like in Red Dead Online, and this is the one we have the most amount of information on. As part of the early summer update coming to Red Dead Online, all kinds of new unlawful ventures will emerge for those willing to contort themselves in a certain morally flexible manner. This just goes back on the fact that I said that these Stranger missions, if you want to call them that, if that's what they are, will be dishonorable type Stranger missions. Furthermore, this week in Red Dead Online, they're giving us a free bandana if you reach low honor. And this is normally Rockstar's way of hinting at what's to come. These are going to be low honor missions. These will include an ability to rob homesteads across the 5 states in free roam, as well as open up new avenues for personal enrichment. And like any good opportunity, this is one devoid of upfront expenditures. Plus, look for an all-new membership rewards club as part of the forthcoming update. More details coming soon. So we got more details coming. I don't know when we're going to get them. I would assume it's going to come in a newswire post with actual news about the update itself prior to the update. So looking into that mostly just supports what I've already said about the Red Dead update. Stranger missions, low honor, robbing homesteads, stagecoaches, trains, I don't know what the payouts are going to be like. I don't know if it's going to be any more than just Stranger missions. We don't even know that what I'm believing for the Guido Martelli part, as far as being heist-type content from GTA with smaller payouts, we don't even know if that's true. But we do know that we will be robbing things. And that is frequently fan requested. That's one of the most demanded things in Red Dead Online. It's demanded in the form of heists, but I know myself personally, if I get to rob stuff for money and the payout's actually worth it, bro, I mean, that's already a step in the right direction. We can't hate on Rockstar for that. We also can't expect these huge updates in Red Dead Online because Red Dead Online is already pushing the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One to its limits. Anything large into Red Dead Online might break the system or make the game virtually unplayable, and we don't want that. Maybe when the PlayStation 5s and Xbox Series X and S's are more readily available, it'll be something you'll see. Possibly after the expanded and enhanced version of Grand Theft Auto Online drops. Furthermore, it does say in there that there will be a new membership rewards club. I don't know if this means a new Outlaw Pass alone, or if it means a whole new rewards club in itself. It says a new rewards club, so maybe we'll have something instead of, or in addition to the Outlaw Pass, in which we can rank up. It's probably going to be in addition to, if I had to guess, because Rockstar is in it for the money, which you can't blame them. They are a business. They're in the business of making money. So I would assume it's something else that's going to cost gold bars with more unlocks. But we'll see. So that's all I've got as far as the speculation and what we actually know coming in the updates. But when can we expect to see these updates drop? Well, in history, Rockstar has dropped Red Dead Online prior to GTA Online. That is the smart way to go because they have more people playing GTA Online, and if they drop the GTA Online update prior to the Red Dead Online update, they're risking the point that the Red Dead Online update won't get played. I believe that the Red Dead Online update will be dropped first, just like in history. One time in the past, Rockstar dropped the Red Dead Online update on a Tuesday, and then dropped the GTA Online update that Thursday, when it was, I believe, Moonshiner and the casino heist. That completely killed the Red Dead Online play. They're not going to make that mistake again. Rockstar does not repeat those kind of mistakes when it hurts their pockets. We're going to see them spread out over a week, possibly two. The timeline we're looking at, and this is a educated guess, more than just speculation, but not quite facts. The Red Dead Online update will likely drop the Tuesday after 4th of July. We may see it this Tuesday, but it's unlikely. It will most likely be the Tuesday after 4th of July. And then the Grand Theft Auto Online update will drop a week to 3 weeks after that, depending on how large the Red Dead Online update really is. If the Red Dead Online DLC is huge, I would expect we could see the Grand Theft Auto Online update no less than 3 weeks after to make sure people get enough playing time on the Red Dead update. That's just my thoughts. That's my educated guess on when it will drop. Let me know what you guys think about the coming updates and what we can expect in the comments down below. And if you guys are new around here, consider subscribing with your notifications on so you don't miss any of the content like this that I release here on the channel. But that being said, my guys, as always, I will see you on the flip side.
I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep